Kansas City Wizards is excited about Time Warner Cable's International One Price calling plan.
Guten Morgen!
It lets him keep in touch with friends around the world.
Passame la pelota.
With International One Price, he can call more than 100 countries and talk up to 3,000 minutes for just $19.95 a month.
Un month? Un téléphone? On free.
Catch the Wizards this season at Community America Ballpark with a Youth 3-pack. 3 games for just $39. Details at KCWizards.com.
Let's be honest. What a great deal that is. And welcome in, me and Kevincho right off the top. I don't have my bucket hat. I didn't bring my 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗦𝗪𝗘 this time around. How's everybody doing? Great to see you as always.
What the heck are you wearing, Jimmy? What the heck is that?
Come on, you Gunners. Listen, I'm jinxing them. Their season's in full collapse.
Dude,
They've collapsed. No 𝗪𝗪𝗘, no party, dude.
No, Arsenal my friends that are Arsenal fans are not freaking out. They're just saying
what? Injuries this, injuries that.
They're gonna be champions, okay? They're gonna be champions in something. I don't know what, but something. That's what I hear.
Champions at what?
I don't know. Are they in the Carousel Cup?
Champions of being seconds.
Most improved
First
club.
losers. Most improved club. So what's up, dude? I haven't seen you for a few days. I want to apologize to the audience, whether you're watching live or if you're watching later, that I promised a watch party on Wednesday. We did one on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, I was a little worn out after Tuesday. I'll be honest. I haven't put in like a 2.5, 3 hour stream in quite some time.
Yeah.
And that's draining, even with a co-pilot like yourself, Kevincho. But what I think needs to happen is we just need to pick one game. And you need to pick one side, and I need to pick the other. And I feel like my energy would be better around that. When we're watching 10 games at once, it's really hard to just like be focused on something.
Yeah, it's fun for chaos, but then after it, you're just so exhausted. And
exhausted.
Like, dude, at the end, I kind of didn't even realize who won for some of these games. I was like, wait, I had to go back and then kind of recap. So I agree. Pick a team. It'll be easy. Pick a team. And
that's
whatever. Next week we can start it next week. I'm ready.
We can start it next week. All right. We want to give a shout out to a 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 who says, my goat. Appreciate you, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Talking about me. Thank you.
Francisco just calls me a banana. So, Francisco, thank you. Or maybe he's talking to Banana. We have System. What's up? It's crazy how LAFC will lose today and Miami will lose tomorrow. We got some MLS talk. Don't worry. MLS talk is on its way. And then Luis Velasquez says, hola, amigos. It's okay. Está bien. He was out with eye surgery anyway. Dude, how can you even see the show right now? Are you just listening?
Brother, I know you're not supposed to be looking at screens, Luis.
Don't be looking at screens. And hopefully your eyes are all right.
Well, if it's his last thing he's ever watches,
That's true. Our beautiful faces. You know what Luis needs right now?
What are we going to start with, Jim Bob?
Whoa, I know what we're going to start with. We're going to roll a clip against Mexico. Here we go. Just for you, Luis. If you can't see it, unless you can, at the very least, you can listen to it. Turns 30 next Monday. Here we go.
Again, as Bruce alluded to before, I think Conrad 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is definitely a guy that has to be a major target on this play.
Number 4 for the United States. Lennon sends it in. The header.
Baby snap header. That was just a little tease, little taster.
All luck.
Roll the clip. Roll the clip. Roll the clip. All right, weekend bangers. Let's just start here.
Tell me.
What's going on with this weekend bangers?
Oh, you got a chat on top of it? Look, they're over the Arsenal. That's perfect, actually.
What is happening? Hold on, I've got this sorted. Wait, relax. I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
Hands off.
I know what I'm doing here.
Whoa, Jimmy!
Look at me.
Wow.
I was out for 48 hours. Screens are okay now. Well, Luis, we're glad you're doing okay. Bruce Arena. Yes, we're going to talk about Bruce in a second. Let's start, though, with some big games happening this weekend, not including MLS and NWSL.
Right. Those are bigger games.
Those are bigger games. The playoffs. These are just regular season games.
Exactly. Boring.
However,
what?
We got Inter-Napoli, a good game.
Yes.
We got Liverpool-Aston Villa. Also a good game. Chelsea-Arsenal. What? And Nottingham Forest. How did Nottingham Forest Newcastle get in there?
This is why.
What?
This is why.
Where
is Nottingham right now? They're trending
They're
up.
third.
They're third.
I get it.
Okay. And Newcastle, another team.
I get it.
You get it. So don't ask me questions then.
No, well, there's got to be a better game around Europe than this.
Everything's boring. It's like the second or third place team playing like the 9th. I'm not watching that garbage. Okay. Nottingham Forest, what are they? Two-time Champions League winners. All right, third place in the Premier League.
Back in the 60s, dude. What?
No,
70s.
doesn't matter. So what? That would mean you'd have to take like half from Liverpool.
Nottingham Forest Newcastle that's a surprise, everyone. I'm looking around right now. Forest have won 3 straight. They're currently in 3rd, 6 points off the top. Chelsea are right behind them with 18. Arsenal right behind them with 18. Aston Villa right behind them with 18. Where's Newcastle on this? Newcastle's 11th. And have won 1 out of their last 6. Though they beat Arsenal. But they beat Arsenal in the last one.
Imagine if Forest wins. I'm just saying, Jimmy, a lot of people are talking about Arsenal. Why are we talking about Arsenal? Why are we not focused about
Well, they're 5th.
Forest?
They're 5th. Arsenal's 5th.
Yeah, and they're garbage.
Okay, we should talk 4th. I mean, we should. Respect. 3 straight wins. Nuno Espirito Santo. Doing the work.
And he's going to win again. Done.
Wow. We're gonna go through Europe here because I'm kind of curious. There's got to be a better matchup though, just to talk about the Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle.
Fine.
Before we get anywhere though, I see a very special person in the chat right now. Hopefully he's still hanging around. His name is Peter. Now I met Peter at a pickup game pre-pandemic, okay, and then I saw him in Madrid right before the pandemic. Me and Monty were there for El Clásico and working with La Liga at that time. And Peter is the man. So I've seen Peter and met Peter a few times. Absolute beast. Are you still in Madrid, my friend? Where are you? But it's great to see you. I love the community that we built, especially around pickup games. Pretty awesome. Kevincho, I feel like you should be coming to pickup game tour with us at some point.
Hell yes, I am down.
Now, do you fear that if you're not as good as people think you should be, what is that going to do to your reputation?
Jimmy, listen to me. My reputation is he might be either really bad or just decent. But you know what's going to happen? I'm definitely going to be a hothead. Someone hits me, it's over. I'm screaming. I'm freaking out. That's all the people came for. They're not looking for jogo bonito, okay? We're not talking about football here. We're talking about you're talking shit, I'm talking shit right back.
Well, that's one of my favorite parts about the pickup game.
Yeah.
When we do them is I give so much shit to people we're playing against. Like, oh, your first touch isn't even that good, but you're telling me how to play soccer online. I see how this goes. That doesn't work out. You got to have a good first. If I'm going to respect your opinions, you better have a kick-ass first touch. Because if you don't, if you can't trap a ball, we're not going to have a very long conversation about how to play the game. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Jimmy, it's in the DNA, Jimmy. You don't even have to train. Sometimes you just wake up. Oh, God, Argentina. Oh, just an Argentinian. You know, I'm better than everyone. You know, I can juggle the ball. I can do whatever I need to do. I know you had to train your whole life.
I did. I did have to train my whole life. I don't have.
But not this guy.
No, I have some Scandinavian blood.
Whoa, Jimmy.
That isn't enough.
Louis said he's going to 2-foot me. So if we could just make sure we're not inviting anyone named Luis.
So I think at some point we should consider maybe the summer of 2025 because it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on outside of the FIFA Club World Cup. Maybe we do like a FIFA Club World Cup tour, right? Some of the markets around that. But you have the Gold Cup going on at the same time. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Okay. But I did it once where we did 6 cities in 6 days. Did you know about this?
No.
It was leading into the 2018 World Cup final. 6 cities in 6 days. It was me, my youngest brother, Mike K, who used to edit all my videos.
Okay.
And we're missing somebody. Mikko came, who used to do all my thumbnails and stuff. He lives in Finland. And then one of my buddies who was going through a divorce, so he just needed something positive in his life, right? and we got a 15-passenger seat van, and we started in Seattle. And we went to Seattle, flew there, rented the van, and we're going to drive all the way down to LA. And we're going to stop. Yeah, you don't know about this? Unreal.
I didn't know. Wait, it's the only reason why you weren't busy was because the U.S. was in the World Cup, right? Is that well,
that's true. Well, this was in the knockout rounds anyway, so we probably wouldn't have been in those either. If we're being all things being equal.
Dude, let's do it. That sounds sick.
It was sick. Here's what we learned. I'm going to say it out loud so that you remember and that we be thoughtful about this. So in Seattle, we weren't really as prepared as we thought we were. We needed to rent a field weeks in advance.
Oh.
We just went out there. I'm like, oh, just go to a local park. Well, we had like 80 people show up. And when you get 80 people showing up, and they basically, some team just let us have a corner of a field. So we had 80 people that were in this like 20 by 20 space. It's impossible to play. So,
it's like a media game, Jimmy. What the hell?
Yeah, but you just have quick games and winner stays on type thing. But so we made it work. But the problem was we didn't give enough. So before that game even kicked off, we needed to start marketing. Hey, we're going to be in Portland tomorrow. So it was just kind of weird. We didn't give ourselves. We need to give a day in between each market so that we could kind of put a bow on playing in Seattle before we start ramping up. Hey, we're going to Portland. Portland and Seattle don't like each other, right? So it just felt weird. But it was cool to have local clubs like the Sounders push out our stuff and said we're going to be kicking the ball around, and you get a couple players that come out and play with you as well. And so that was fun. We went to Portland. We had over 150 people show up. Now, we rented a field. I got ahead of it on that one. I learned, and I called immediately to get a field. And that cost an arm and a leg, but it was cool. We had a lot of people out, and it was fun. And then the next day, we went to San Francisco, and we got a field, and we had like 50 people show up. It was a Friday night, I think, Thursday or Friday night. It was not easy to get to. It was across town, so it was a little bit harder. Probably would have picked a different location. Now, mind you, these things go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Sure.
We are all shattered physically by like day 3. Or sorry, I should say this. We drive down to Bakersfield because my buddy had a club down there that he ran. Friday night, Bakersfield. It's like 110 degrees. It's brutal. We had 250 people show up. No, I was about to say 100. 250 people show up. We're like, what what? And we were so toast. Like physically, I did not take into consideration how much physical exertion it was going to take. Not only playing, but then driving.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, crazy. So then we go down to San Diego the next day, play down there. It's probably 50 people. Good, perfect, manageable, got a field, lots of fun. And then Saturday we ended up in LA where I'm from, got about 40 or 50 people. We played, and then we watched the World Cup final together, which was really what the whole thing. It was really cool. So ultimately, it's a really long way of me saying that we need to bake in an extra day or two in between games. Yeah. Not only for marketing, but also for my physical well-being.
Yeah. You know, like, I know you're gonna throw me in there a lot, and I'm gonna be like, Jimmy, I can't carry this fucking team like every game. I think if we give me 2 days, I can regroup.
We killed my youngest brother because he's the one that first stepped out. He's like, I can't run anymore.
Damn. Just a bunch of divorced dads.
But it was cool, and I think that's something we should consider doing for the more we talk about it now, the more I'll get excited about it, and we can start planning. But it would be cool to have a pickup game tour across the United States for the summer of 25. That way we can maybe get a sponsor behind it, and that could offset some of the costs.
We got to do like East Coast, West Coast, Midwest.
Yeah, I don't know how much time you think we have, but so we should try to do that.
We got a lot of time, Jimmy.
Oh man, so first of all, Peter says I'm in Boston again. Also, that Clasico ended up being the first that Vinicius Jr. scored in Madrid. I'll never forget that. That's right. I forgot that Vinicius did score in that game. That was his first goal. Glad to see you doing well. Thank you for supporting and being around once again, and hopefully we'll cross paths soon. System says, I suck at playing. Can I ref instead? We could probably use some refs, to be honest.
Yeah, how'd you do that?
You just call your own foul. I mean, everybody's pretty friendly. Yeah. If I see any like crazy tackles, I don't have time for crazy tackles. No.
Yeah.
Better do a Bay Area stop. We might have to do that. FFS, what's up? Matt says, ain't nothing to do in Bakersfield but pickup. That's fair. Friday night, 110 degrees. 250 people. It was
literally
insane.
baking in Bakersfield. Wow.
Basically, he invited his whole club, and they all showed up, which was pretty wild.
God
which was really
damn.
nice. One of my former teammates, Francisco Gomez, was the number 10 for us in Kansas City for a number of years.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Does he still have a club?
Yeah, he's still there, still coaching the same club.
Let's go.
Or running that club. Yeah, he's awesome. Let's see. Gohan, what's up? Very warm hello to my favorite player to ever shut down the GOAT. That's me.
Okay.
Long time no see. You know what? Have you seen that clip? Because I have a clip of me
It's like
tackling the GOAT.
They know how to trigger you.
I don't.
It's
Well,
insanely
trigger. This
annoying.
is a positive trigger. Let's watch. Beautiful. Well timed. Now, there has been some speculation that Messi didn't actually touch the ball before I tackled him. So he wasn't necessarily in possession. But what I'll say, I know, technicality. What I'll say though, very quickly, Kevincho, is that it was a no-look pass from 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗧. So for me to have read and anticipated the no-look pass from 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗧, and then get a tackle on Messi, that is.
To be on the field with 𝗟𝗑𝗏𝗏 and Messi is fucking nuts. That is crazy.
Zanetti, Crespo.
Zanetti's on that team.
Cambiaso.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like, I wish I could even go to a game with these guys playing.
You know who was on the bench? Who came off the bench? Ē�maR and
Future coach
Tevez.
Tevez?
Yeah, came off the bench.
What? Dude, what the fuck?
I know.
Holy shit.
I know.
Forget the tackle. I would be flexing just that alone. Holy fucking god.
I know.
Wow. I'm just living through you right now, Jimmy. It's
unbelievable.
So awesome.
So okay, hold on. Let's get back to our weekend bangers.
Okay. Since you're hating so fucking hard.
Well, I'm hating on the fact that there's not a better game than Nottingham Forest Newcastle. And this is somebody who supports Newcastle.
This is someone and this is someone who's a serial hater against Nottingham Forest. I can tell already.
Well, I mean, are you telling me Villarreal versus Alaves doesn't match? Okay, hold on.
They're underwater. That doesn't. No.
Oh, whoa! Too soon for that.
They are not gonna play that game.
Is it? No, Espanyol. Man, that whole situation is.
Yeah, it sucks.
Scary, sad.
My mom was just there, and like she was sending me photos. It's like, dude, that place is beautiful.
I know. I wanted to go. We're going to Spain in a couple weeks.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Vacay?
So yeah, when we were living in New York.
Yeah. Concrete jungle. It was so expensive to fly home to LA or California, where my wife's from Northern California. Yeah.
For the Thanksgiving. So we just decided we're going to turn that Thanksgiving week into a trip somewhere. If we can, right? If it makes sense and if we have the means, of course. And so when we scrape it together and start to plot and plan, my wife is huge on credit card points and opening up. I don't know how many credit cards we have so we can get all the free points to travel. Maybe this is too personal, probably. My wife loves it. We have like 18,000 credit cards so that we can get all the points to go fly for free. Anybody that's got a similar spouse will be like nodding their head. Yeah. That makes sense. So we took advantage of some of those deals, and we are headed to Barcelona. Barcelona. My family's never been. I've been a few times, and this is a really cool city, and we're looking forward to it. Unfortunately, Barcelona is not playing at home that weekend. But Girona, which is an hour and a half or an hour plus north of Barcelona, is hosting Espanyol. So we're going to go to that game on the weekend. And then we're going to go to the Pyrenees. Pyrenees is the mountain range between France and Spain, and we're going to go stay in a cabin for a few days. I don't know. I'm just going to shut it off. No streaming, ultimately.
Wow.
Yeah, so try to do something special for our kids. Our kids are getting older, and they're going to have other things than hanging with their parents on their mind moving forward. Sick. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Thank you to the credit cards companies for giving us all those.
Shout out credit cards.
If
you want to sponsor us, don't worry. We got you. We'll sell credit cards all day, baby. You ever go
actually, Kev, if you sign up right now, I get 50,000 extra points.
No, let's fucking go. Let me do this. Let me help you out, brother. I know you need it.
Let's game the system here.
My aunt and my cousins live in Barcelona, and the funniest thing is my aunt will send me just because I think it's like on her way from work or something. She'll send me pictures and videos of the Camp Nou and how it's like developing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, unfucking real how fast they are working. I swear to God, like every week, it's just like an entire section is being finished. And there's like dedicated like TikTokers that'll post every day because they live outside the stadium. Dude, it's nuts. That stadium is gonna be.
Have you been there before?
No, I've never been.
Yeah, and I'm sad you didn't get to see.
Yeah, the old one.
old
I know.
version,
I've
yeah.
always wanted to go.
I've been to two games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one was 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗏. Messi scored 2 and CR7 scored 2.
Oh right, that's the one. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was when Messi had a free
Wow.
kick. I was right behind the goal when he scored. I wonder if you can see me in the highlight because I'm literally right behind
You're
the goal.
low?
And then unreal to be there because it was the 100th anniversary of the independence of Catalonia.
Catalonia.
And then so there's a lot of emotion outside the stadium. It's probably the best
Sure,
way to
yeah.
say it. And then I went. I was there with EA. I was hosting one of their FIFA tournaments, and I went to a Copa del Rey semifinal. And I got an 𝗟𝗓𝗕𝗏𝗘 𝗦𝗪𝗧𝗏 jersey,
Oh,
which I still have, and he was playing. It was his last season, I think, and it was very
okay,
cool.
so not that long ago.
Not that long ago. I've been there. So I've been there twice. Now, when I was there with EA, I'd go running. We weren't too far from the Camp Nou, so I would run by it every morning, which was pretty cool because
Yo.
it's like right in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been to 𝗪𝗧𝗏𝗧 as well. We did something with Kick TV. We were there for that 2-2 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗏, and we went to 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗏 and
You didn't steal any secrets. You didn't find
oh,
out.
dude,
the
I
hell
was
they're
trying to
doing?
steal all the secrets. Those kids are amazing. Those kids are so next level. And we went and watched a youth academy game, and 𝗟𝗓𝗕𝗘 actually came out and was watching it. And yeah, it's definitely a big family environment there. And man, they produced some players. This was before they got in trouble for all of the kind of their tampering with younger players. But yeah, it was fascinating. It was very cool to be there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very jealous.
SM, what's up? SM says, let's try something new. Are there any Kevincho clips we can roll?
Yeah. Well, let's see. I scored a goal. I scored a header about like a foot away from the line. It was pretty good. I didn't even try. It just hit my face and went in. Huge highlight. It was against a team in Kansas. Everyone, what the fuck is this?
It's my
You know
Chewbacca
what?
coffee
I don't
bug.
think a lot of people know. You're a bit of a nerd. You're kind of a nerd to me. I don't think people know
What?
this.
If my daughters buy me a Star Wars mug, I'm gonna drink out of it
Why are they buying you it though?
because I like Star Wars. Well,
Yeah.
I like. There's a certain part of the canon that I love of Star Wars. Some of the other stuff, I don't know. You're gonna trigger me here, but Episode 8 and Episode 9 of Star Wars, dog shit.
Okay, cool.
To the point where my daughters and my daughters even, where you know when Princess Leia flew through space?
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah.
Yeah, which should never happen.
Yep. It's just
My daughters looked at me.
no.
And we're like, should we get up and walk out? Like, this is such. This whole thing is blasphemy. Whatever we just saw, is it does not work that way. It does not.
Yeah.
I don't care how much force you have, coursing through your veins.
Yeah.
No, you can't. We
think
were
that was
all
everyone's
just
reaction.
appalled.
Yeah.
But I'm with like 7 and 8 year olds that were just like just in disgust of this. What is this?
What?
What is this bullshit?
Yeah. Wow. That's,
God,
I mean,
completely jumped the shark. Episode 8, dude.
she already passed away during that movie, right? Like, is
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
one they were doing weird AI? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she had shot that scene, but when they needed one of the later scenes, they needed AI.
Got it.
But
Well, there you have it, chat. Jimmy,
So, yeah, I'm a nerd.
nerd.
My girls won't watch Star Wars with me anymore. They've
No, they're over it.
they're over it.
They grew up. It's some people just don't grow up, and some people do.
No, they'll listen. When they think about Star Wars, they'll think about our relationship, right? It'll be
Sure,
a
yeah.
tether between me and my girls, and that moment where we're all aghast at the
I'm with
crap
you.
we were seeing on the screen.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm with you with Harrison Ford. I love him for Indiana Jones. I never was a Star Wars guy, but my dad, because I have an older dad, was just like, "You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, kid." And I'm like, "Okay, let me watch this." And I was addicted to Indiana Jones. I was watching it dubbed and then in English. Which, by the way, Harrison Ford in Spanish slaps. Harrison Ford in Spanish, he's just like, "Okay, vamos." Very slow, talks very, very like chill. It was so sick. But Harrison Ford. I have a quick story.
Yes.
Harrison Ford. I work around aviation still now, but I used to physically be around aircraft a lot. And one day, there was this green Citation 10, like this 1980s plane, right? And they were like, "Hey, we're gonna do some work on this. Do you know who owns this plane?" And I'm like, "Fucking, I have no idea." And it's always fun to find out who owns planes, right?
Yeah.
Harrison fucking Ford's plane.
Didn't he crash in a plane once?
He did. He flies his planes to service centers and airports to get worked on personally. The dude likes to fly on his own, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
And the dude was there. He was in the city, and I'm like, "You're fucking lying." They're like, "Yeah, there's like local coffee houses are posting like, look, Harrison having a cup of coffee." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I sat in that plane thinking he sat in this chair. Like I would sit down, and I'm just sitting there like,
Indiana
"Holy
Jones.
fuck, this is huge." Indiana Jones, chat. So sick. So excited.
So wait. And I want everybody in the chat to chime in as well. Which Indiana Jones movie is your favorite? By the way, you can't count the Crystal Skull one where what's his name is like the most recent one is okay, the Dial of Destiny, whatever. I didn't mind that one actually. I thought it was maybe because my expectations had got a lot lower from the Crystal Skull one. Crystal Skull one, that's like episode 8 of Star Wars for me. Like
yes,
aliens.
Aliens.
Wait, also,
What is it?
what's that one actor? Shia LaBeouf flying through trees with monkeys? Like what the fuck? What is happening, dude? Come on.
No.
Like that's when the whatever the graphics aren't matching. Like it looks fake, dude. Like keep it based in reality. That's why the OG Star Wars movies slap because they're still based somewhat in the physical reality.
Yeah, it was so good when they're melting. I like Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's my one.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders. Yep, I'm a Raiders guy. They open that shit up and the guy's face melts and his eyeballs comes out. That's hard.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's pretty hard. That's pretty hard. I mean, it's so hard. It scared me when I was a kid. Like properly scared me. Last Crusade though is so good.
That is so. It is good. It is good. Yeah. I don't know. It's just something about when he's like in the little. I also like Egypt is like my thing and like desert civilization. So the dude was like underground with the little fucking stick. And he shined the light, and then it fucking, I don't know. It was just cinema.
Yeah.
Cinema.
Yeah, there's some great scenes in Indiana Jones.
He dies.
Just leave Crystal Skull. This Crystal Skull, don't even watch that one. Just skip that one. I didn't mind Dial of Destiny. I actually thought Dial of Destiny was pretty good.
I kind of remember it, and I think I merged both of those movies together.
Yeah.
That's where he was like, they did like AI on his face too, right? Like he looked...
in Dial of Destiny they did. But it didn't distract too much. You can still obviously tell, but yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
gotta revisit.
Wow, what a total.
What the fuck are we doing?
We just went on a total tangent.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. We can talk about what we want.
Yeah, it's our show. Fuck it.
All right. So Played Out says that mug rocks. No shame. We'll always have the OG trilogy. Thank you, Played Out.
Yeah.
Uriah says I made John Cena laugh at the gym.
John Cena?
John Cena, sorry. John Cena laugh at the gym, but I'm not bragging about it.
Okay. Yo, that's a flex. John Cena in a gym, you're in the gym with him, and you make him laugh? That's crazy.
Yeah. That's like me being on the same field as 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, that's, well, I think that John Cena's cooler, but.
Uriah likes the one where the guy rips people's hearts out. That's the one. That's Temple of Doom.
Is that Temple of Doom?
That's with Short Round.
Oh, yeah. You're right. No.
Short Round. Temple of Doom. He rips hearts out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yep.
And they eat monkey brains.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
That 3-1 where the plane goes back in time. Oh, yeah. That's a Dial of Destiny. Okay, yeah, maybe you're right. I didn't like that part. The one like
they go back in time.
Yeah. That one felt. That part of that felt.
That's close to Aliens. That's pretty close.
No. You're right. You're right. You know what? Now that you brought that up, I get Bionic Loaf. I'm gonna have to agree with you. That did jump the shark. But leading up to that, I was in. It was in. Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars film. Deal with what the Uriah? Get out of here. Unsubscribe. Listen, I'll say the last 30 minutes of Revenge of the Sith.
Guys, how come you're not?
Wait,
talking
Revenge
about
of the
Rogue
Sith is episode 3, right? Am I right? I just want to make sure. Episode 3, the last 30 minutes of episode 3, banging.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because Hayden Christensen didn't have to read too many lines.
Yeah. God, dude. Jesus Christ. The acting in those are so
Well,
painful.
listen, the actors can only do so much if the writing's wooden, right?
Yeah, I agree.
In fairness, even Natalie Portman is acclaimed actress, and she was delivering some wooden lines. So that makes me feel like the writing was pretty.
It's like the
shit.
what's it called? Twilight. It has they have like
Twilight.
banger they're horrific acting, but like they won they're like amazing actors afterwards, you know?
Right.
Oh god, those movies suck.
So
Everyone's saying this.
yes. Okay, episode 3 is Revenge of the Sith. The last 30 minutes banging. Absolutely awesome. So it makes you kind of tolerate any of the stodgy stuff that was happening with the Galactic Senate and all that crap.
Right.
So that you could get to that last 30 minutes of Revenge of the Sith. The build up, awesome. Amazing.
Yeah.
And it really,
Iconic.
I will say Rogue One though,
Mm-hmm.
awesome. The Rogue One's in
okay.
between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, episode 4. It's like
That one was
episode
getting
3 and a
hate.
half. It was good because it was gritty, right? It was based in reality. It
But
got
people
back
said it was boring. It was boring.
Rogue One is not boring, dude. What? Rogue One is not boring.
All right. That's what I was
Phantom
saying.
Menace. Listen, Phantom Menace would have been a lot better if
Where you
dude,
been,
why
little
can't I
guy?
think his name right now?
Who?
Ugh. It hurts my soul. Darth Maul. If Darth Maul would have been more prominent in that movie, that dude was badass. I want to see more of
was
Darth
badass.
Maul.
He was scary.
I don't need 2 minutes of Darth Maul to make me sit through 2.5 hours
Yeah, I
of the
agree.
Galactic Senate.
Yeah.
And some little kid actor that can't act. Like I want more Darth Maul.
They ruined it, dude. It's over.
Yes, thank you. Rogue One was good. Rogue One was slept on. Rogue One is excellent. Excellent. Because it was gritty. It felt like one of the older
It was.
OG trilogy. That's why Indiana Jones, the early ones bang and the old ones or the new ones don't, because no CGI bullshit to help you kind of move the story along. Like you had to somehow base it in reality, and that made it felt gritty and better.
Yeah. Agreed.
Anyway, what games are we talking about? Okay, fine. Listen, I've looked around, and Nottingham Forest Newcastle is probably the best one.
Let's go! I don't want to
really-
hear shit anymore, chat. Yes, let's go. I
Okay.
can score a header against Mexico too. That proves it. Thank you.
No, that's not true. Okay, here. we are off.
We're so off.
This is our first slide.
We've talked about.
We have like 8 to 10 other
We haven't
slides.
talked about these games.
We haven't even talked about these games yet. We're 40+ minutes into the stream.
Well, let's hurry up then.
Lee says Star Wars has been bad for 20 years. Listen, there are some bright spots. Rogue One, bright spot. Sorry, I got sucked back in by Lee from the chat.
God damn it, Lee.
Rogue
Lee, for
One
real.
is good. There are some of the series that they've done have been. I thought Andor was good. Was good. I liked Andor.
Are you what's that sand? Are you a Dune guy?
A Dune guy.
Dune,
Oh
Dune.
no, I haven't seen. I actually haven't seen Dune, but I've heard
Dude.
that Dune. Basically, George Lucas got a lot of his ideas for Star Wars from Dune.
Yeah, he
Could-
copy pasted, but Dune slaps.
Dune slaps.
Dune slaps. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
Okay.
Both movies. You have to watch them. HBO Max, go now. Thank you. You're welcome, HBO.
But I got to
Sponsor.
set aside, like what, 8 hours to watch 2 movies? Like, these are-
Yeah, but you fly. You could do that.
Okay.
LA, New York. There
Okay.
you go.
So my oldest daughter has a crush on Timothée Chalamet.
I feel like that's
Pretty
everyone
normal.
probably her
Yeah,
age.
all right, that's fair.
That's the guy right now.
That's him. Yeah. All
Why
right.
not Arsenal versus Chelsea as a weekend banger? It's there.
It's there. It's on the what's who's coming at
You
us?
got it.
Come on,
You don't
Peter.
think, what, it's not my first day.
Peter, look at we got on the screen Chelsea Arsenal. Okay, let's start with the top left though. Inter versus
okay.
Napoli. Now,
Juicy.
I went on Morning Footy on the Golasso Network today.
Yep.
If you don't know what that is, go to Paramount Plus. If you're on Paramount, Golasso Network slaps 24/7 soccer
YouTube,
coverage.
Twitter.
Dude, slaps. Great. Got so many great shows. Paramount Plus got all the Champions League. It has my podcast. Call it what you want. You should go check it out. But I went on Morning Footy because we have a competition where I bet against everybody on Morning Footy and whoever wins. I won it last year, and so I'm current reigning champ. I'm struggling this season, and I've been betting 3 games a week, but I'm scaling it back to 2. So I want to get everybody's thoughts on this first game, which was Inter versus Napoli.
Yeah.
I have Napoli to go to the San Siro and to win or draw, and under 4.5 total goals in this game, plus 105. Basically even money. So I put it into a parlay to make some more. But do you like that bet overall? And can I give you some of my explanations first, and then you can say yes or no? Okay. So Inter played midweek and beat Arsenal in the Champions League. Okay? But they expended that energy. Napoli did not. Napoli did not. Okay, Napoli did not have a game midweek. Okay, that I think is in favor of Napoli. They should be more well-rested.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll give it more well-rested. Last weekend, Napoli got slapped at home 3-0 by Atalanta.
Yeah, pretty bad.
First loss of the season. Not a good look. Didn't play well. Atalanta, fair play to them. Gasperini is a genius. I love that guy as a coach. If you give Antonio Conte, the manager of Napoli, 1 week to prepare for a game when he's going to be pissed at the performance they had the week before, you know they're going to come out flying. Okay? So I think they're going to go and get a result. I should add, 2 weeks ago, they were at the San Siro against AC Milan, and they won 2-0. So they were just there and had a positive experience. And I'm not asking them to win this game for my bet. They just have to get a draw. What do you say?
Yep.
I do think it's going to be under 4.5 goals no matter what, because I just think it's going to be tight.
For sure.
What do you
you're
think?
Spot on. That Arsenal game, I watched the Arsenal game. Dude, they were gassed. That game was tight. Arsenal had chances at the end. They're using all their energy. I think you're right. And plus, Napoli, that loss, I think we talked about it before, and I was like, okay, I think Napoli's definitely going to win this game, even though we like Atalanta a little bit. But I think you're spot on. Easy money, Napoli draw.
Okay,
for sure.
Cool. Glad we're on the same page. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me.
Good.
𝗟𝗜𝗘𝗧𝗏. Yeah.
𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗘. And then Liverpool's going to win, then Chelsea's going to beat Arsenal, and Nottingham's going to beat Newcastle. Thank you.
I could see a draw in the Forest-Newcastle game, but Forest is 3 on the trot, and Newcastle just coming off 1 win in their last 6. So that was against Arsenal last week.
They got to do something.
They got us. Yeah, this is like the time where they need to start turning it around. Liverpool, Aston Villa, and 𝗟𝗏𝗧𝗏, we trust, dude. That guy has been what a seamless transition as a manager. Unreal.
One of the best.
Has to be one of the best of all time. To take over for a club legend in Jurgen Klopp, who has won so many trophies, every trophy available.
No transfers.
Make no transfers outside of a hurt Federico Chiesa, and then just completely reinvigorate the team has been nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, so awesome. So at first people were like, "Oh no, Trent is not vibing well with this whole thing," and then it completely flipped. He's like, "I'm all on board. I love this. Dude, so sick. We're winning everything. I don't know what to say."
Yeah, it's hard to argue otherwise. Now there was some talk that here comes another bald Dutch manager, and after Erik ten Hag is out, 𝗟𝗏𝗧𝗏 is cruising. 𝗟𝗏𝗧𝗏 already has done more in his 2 or 3 months than Erik ten Hag had at any point in his 2.5 years. Like not even close.
They won a Carabao Cup.
Yeah, but it was ugly as shit. Like, have you seen Manchester United play?
Yeah.
It's hard to watch them. It's hard to watch them play. Now, I actually was at Old Trafford when Erik ten Hag just took over. And I was there when they played Liverpool and won 2-1. I consider myself a bit of a good luck charm for Manchester United when I go. But that was Erik ten Hag's first win as a manager in the Premier League for Manchester United. And it looked like, okay, they beat a good Liverpool team. Things are going to start to change, and it just never kicked on. There was never like an established run of games where they went like 20 unbeaten, and you could see that the things were changing. And I don't know. I when you learn more about some of his methodologies and how uptight Erik ten Hag was about certain things, and I understand having standards, and you want those standards to be extended to everything off the field as well as on the field. But this guy was a little intense. Like to the point where he was bitching about the how long the grass was.
Right,
and I'm like, whoa, dude, there's got to be better things you can do with your time.
We're going to get too deep right now. Okay, Ten Hag, let's chill out. Thank you. But also his signing sucked, Anthony was a nightmare. I mean, everything just went wrong for the dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cool.
Juso says Napoli has 2 losses. I stand corrected. You're right.
Oh, 2 losses.
2 losses.
Okay.
My bad. But that was they hadn't lost in a while. All right.
Yeah.
So I think Liverpool now Villa. Unai Emery's been fantastic, but he's in that space where trying to manage a team in multiple competitions that is a club that isn't normally in multiple competitions becomes difficult.
Hard.
And I think they're seeing some evidence of how difficult that is. There's nothing to take away from them. It's been a little bit of a struggle. And they lose to Club Brugge?
I think so.
Villa
Or
lost to
was it a draw?
Bruges? Did they come back? I got to look. I forgot.
I
There's
don't
so many
remember.
games.
Yeah.
Villa lost to Club Brugge 1-0.
Okay. Yeah.
Really quickly, because I want to give a shout out to Francisco in the chat. How can you not say nothing about Sporting versus City?
Oh.
I did a Coach Jimmy yesterday. Did we post it yesterday?
Yes.
About the goal that Sporting scored. I mean, Pote, listen, I don't want to take anything away from Victor Gyökeres. That guy scored a hat trick, 26 years old. He's going to be on his way. Like dude, he was at Coventry.
Yeah.
He's starting ahead of American international Haji Wright and left there to go to Sporting, and now is kicking ass. And now he is going to take a big step to a big club, and I'm excited for him. Though Sporting's going to lose him. But my favorite goal of that game was the goal that he didn't score, that Araujo scored. But it was all set up by Pote. It was right off the kickoff of the second half. Go watch my Coach Jimmy. Go to Instagram or my Twitter at Jimmy Conrad and go watch, because I hammer City as a terrible defending. But shout out to Pote's move on the sideline, and then that pass to Araujo is just chef's kiss.
Perfect timing.
Chef's kiss.
All the defenders are standing. It was perfect.
Chef's kiss. Made Man City, who have world-class players all over their team, look like goddamn traffic cones.
Yep.
Amazing. Ruben Amorim is a fantastic coach, and we'll see if he can translate that magic quickly over to Manchester United. Not easy to come in to a team that is trying to figure out their identity and really haven't established it for another, last 2 years under Eric Ten Hag?
Yeah.
So anyway, I like Liverpool to win this one. Getting back to that.
Same.
Chelsea, Arsenal, that feels like a coin flip to me. I don't know how everybody else feels.
I agree. Arsenal is just, oh man, they are so hot and cold, and now they're really panicking about their season, which is weird because they're not going back to all these years before. Arsenal's, they would be kind of happy where they're at, but now they're like, no, we can't lose any more of these games. We really want to fight for a title. And Chelsea, like we've been talking about every damn week, we're like, are they figuring it out finally? Are they actually putting the pieces together? They beat a team in the what do they play? Not the Conference League. Was it the Conference League?
Yeah, they're in the Conference League. Yeah.
They beat a team that we've never heard of, like 6-7-0, something stupid. So
I think it was that in the first half, by the way.
What the fuck?
A lot of Kevincho level type players on that other team.
Oh yeah. Feeding the ball, scoring goals. You're absolutely right. Son of a bitch. But I think you're right. It's a coin flip. It's either like who's just gonna show up that day. Arsenal, you better. If it's in. I think it's in
Stamford Bridge.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
Arsenal winless in their last 3 in the Premier League. 2-0 to Bournemouth, 2-2 to Liverpool, and then 1-0 they lost to Newcastle last weekend. When I think about this game, I agree with you. I think Enzo Maresca's done an excellent job with Chelsea. If they'll only in finding his best 11 pretty quickly. Yeah, I thought it took Mauricio Pochettino a little bit longer to find his best 11 last season. And at the end of last season, he obviously figured it out, and they went on a crazy run, right, to finish the season on a high. And then he left, which is to the betterment of the U.S. men's national team. But so I think there was at least a blueprint that was left by Pochettino that Enzo Maresca could build off of. And now he's identified, I would say, his top 14 or 15 that he trusts to come in and play. He's getting the most out of Nico Jackson in particular, who creates so many chances, but doesn't always score all those chances. And then obviously Cole Palmer. And everybody's playing at a level they should. You know who's been excellent this season is Moises Caicedo. I can't. That dude.
And he came in really poopy. He
talked about that.
Yeah.
Did you see what he talked about?
Oh, no.
He said that he struggled being the highest paid, the highest transfer of all time in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Which
There's
is
a lot of pressure.
Totally. And he's not a goal scoring contribution type guy, or that's not why he's out there.
Nope.
he's a hell of a player, dude.
Oh yeah, for his country, the dude's a monster.
And their average age, I'm looking at their probable starting lineup
Mhm.
for against Arsenal. So you have Sanchez in goal, Reece James they have at left back, Levy Colwill, Fofana, and Gusto back four, Lavia and Caicedo as the sixes. You got Neto, Palmer, Madueke, and Nico Jackson up top. Average age is 22 and a half.
Babies.
22 and a half, dude.
Wow.
22
What
and a
were you
half.
doing at 22 and a half?
Not that. My first year in MLS. No, second year in MLS. No, second year in MLS. Second year, 22 and a half. Maybe third year in MLS. But still.
Damn.
So I honestly, because when I look at the injuries for Arsenal, no Calafiori, Tomiyasu, Sterling's probably out, Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Mikel Moreno.
God,
I guess
dude.
Odegaard might be back into the team. He's been training, so that would be a huge boost.
Did he come in the other day a little bit?
I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
Thought he played like a few minutes at the end.
He did. He played 6 minutes against Inter.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
no, sorry.
No?
He got a rating of 6 because that's baseline. He played like a minute. He came in for injury time.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
That changes their team. It makes everybody
Oh,
that are in front of him a lot more dangerous. But I kind of like Chelsea to get a result here.
Yeah. Come on.
Juso says he feels that Villa is going to pull off a result or pull off a draw. All right. We talked. We did enough talking on the other ones. Let's move it along.
What
here,
else?
Sean.
What else we got?
Well,
I can't believe we've been going an hour. We talked about nothing.
that's not true. We've had a lively conversation. We just want to give a shout out here to City looking stinky.
Yep.
They beat
Very
Southampton
stinky.
only 1-0.
Yeah, and that
Then
game was.
then they lost to Bournemouth,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got whooped on by Sporting Clube de Portugal. Not Sporting Kansas City. I just want to make sure everybody knows it wasn't Sporting Kansas City.
No,
It
it
was-
wasn't. We could do it probably. I'm sure. Sporting Kansas City could drop 4 goals.
Are we saying this is? Are we seeing like every empire, right? Even the Roman Empire, the
Yep.
most famous civilizations of all time, start to have a decline. Are we seeing that
Decline.
now? Are we seeing the decline of Pep Guardiola?
I think so. What? Okay, already people are talking about, like we've been talking about, of him leaving, going for a national team. He's made comments about wanting to do national team stuff one day. The charges is looming above City, obviously. You know, when that gets figured out, that's going to be scary, which I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like they're going to get away from it, but whatever. And they're losing players that are injured. They're not fucking firing. I don't know. I feel like they're not going to chalk the season to be like, we'll just wait till our players come back for next year and then let's do it again. I don't think.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they're gonna fucking do something in January. I don't know. I just don't see them chilling for this time.
Right now, they're without Rodri, which obviously has
Yep.
made a huge difference. No Ruben Diaz, no John Stones. So they're missing 3.
Did you see his comments about Jack Grealish?
No, I didn't see it.
Yesterday, he said so. Grealish got called
Got
up.
called
to
in, right?
Got
Yeah.
called into England. Then they asked Pep, "Hey, what do you think? What do you think about him being called up?" He's like, "That's you got to ask. You got to talk to the English manager, not me. It has nothing to do with that." And then they asked, "Would he be? Is he fit enough to play for you?" And quick answer, he just said no. End of conversation. That's crazy. Crazy.
Not happy with Jack Grealish right now. And they go play in Brighton. I've been to the MX before. I've been to that stadium. Cool stadium.
Looks cool. Yeah.
I don't know. Brighton at home, especially, very good.
Come
but
on,
they're dealing with a
Brighton.
lot of injuries as well. So we'll
Yeah.
see who they can roll out in that particular game.
They got young gunner.
But Jorginho Rutter was a big, good signing from Leeds. Danny Welbeck continues to run around like a spring chicken. So you got those 2 guys up top. They can just keep it. You got to keep Holland boxed in somehow and stifle the ball from. Dude, they got so many good players.
Oh yeah.
City, they're kind of in their own head right now. But yeah, we'll see how that game goes. City have lost 3 straight games. Brighton have lost 2 and have a draw in their last 3. So something has to give. Maybe it's just a draw overall. But this could be the decline of Pep. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. All right, well, let's get over to another team in turmoil right now. Madrid is in the mud with Carlo Ancelotti,
Uh-oh.
the best eyebrow in the game.
Yeah.
So it's been a struggle for them
Yeah.
to the point where not even them, but Kylian Mbappe has been struggling so much. Didier Deschamps, the French national team manager, did not call him in for this camp for the international window. God damn, that's hardcore. And then Milan in the chat wants to know our thoughts on Real Madrid versus AC Milan in the Champions League.
Oh,
Milan won that one 3-1. Interesting. I'll start with you. What are your big takeaways with Madrid right now?
They fundamentally do not have, and I think Thierry Henry brought it up, not having someone that balances out the team and makes the team play as a whole is so obvious. Like, it looks like I watched the highlights of the Milan game because I think you were kind of watching that one live.
Yeah.
But I watched the 10-minute highlight they uploaded on YouTube, and holy God, like every play, they do the Madrid thing. Well, they'll have chances, but recently none of their guys can finish. But then at the same time, in the midfield, they look lost as fuck. It's like a giant hole, and Milan just did whatever the fuck they wanted. They just flew in. They were having a time of their lives just going off those 10-minute highlights from what I saw. It's just weird. And I don't know why, like, Rodrigo's injured, or I don't know, is he on the, what's happening?
It's looking like he'll start this week.
Okay, all right. Fuck yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. And then, like you mentioned, I think what I've seen online is Kylian was the one that was like, I want to focus on my fitness and being stronger.
That's true. That's true. But Deschamps disclosed that Kylian did want to come into the team because I think Kylian, the blowback from Kylian saying that was that he's too good for the French national team now, right?
Oh, right. That was pretty recent.
So Deschamps put that to bed and said that Kylian expressed a desire to come in, but we're going to just leave him at home.
Holy fuck.
I mean, if he could do that to Kylian Mbappe, then dude, everybody's fair game, you know?
Yeah. His name is fucking Champions. All right, guys. The dude knows what he's doing, all right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So Real Madrid is hosting 𝗟𝗓𝗓 this weekend. They got to get a result. One of my pals, 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗦𝗓𝗘, Croatian international. I did some stuff with La Liga 2019-2020 season. And he was with Mallorca at the time, 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗦𝗓𝗘. And I did a little crossbar challenge with him, and we've been friends since. And really, really nice guy. Dude, guy's killing it. He's like 4th or 5th in scoring in La Liga for 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗧 this season. But he always likes to take scalps against the biggest club. So I'm hoping that 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗦𝗓𝗧 scores.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you guys all have to be 𝗟𝗓𝗘𝗦𝗓𝗧 fans at this point because he's a friend of mine. But Real Madrid, I think you make a great point. And I know that Peter's saying the same in the chat. Ancelotti's got to figure it out. But really, he's got to figure out how to balance the team because he's not getting the most out of Mbappe, which I also, if you saw my reel on Insta recently, maybe the worst free transfer of all time. Like he's actually, I think he's made Real Madrid worse. Not due to talent, but it doesn't
fit.
It just fucked up the flow. That's what it did. And then you have without Toni Kroos is a big loss, right? You have somebody that can hit that deep line playmaker pass consistently, knows when to play short, knows when to hit it long, has a nice balance of that flow. Unfortunately, you have Luka Modric, who's also older, right? So he's not being trusted to be the guy, and he's another string puller. When he comes on, the game's different for Madrid.
Oh yeah. He's still so good.
Silky. But if you had prime Toni Kroos and Luka Modric in the midfield, you're talking about a much different Madrid. Especially, it doesn't matter whether Mbappe's on the team or not. Just those two guys alone are probably more important to the conversation than whatever Mbappe is or isn't doing.
Did you see Thierry's breakdown? Were you able to watch that?
Yes, yeah, I watched it.
Oh, you did? So you know how how hilarious it was to see, Jude making all these runs the entire fucking game, and then he's the one getting pulled down. He's pissed off. He's kicking bottles on the sideline.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, that's an easy way to get players to fucking hate each other. I mean, you know this as a player.
Yeah.
Like, the dude's like, brother, this guy is fucking useless, and you take me out? What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. That's a good point. I forgot about the Henry breakdown of Andre. And here's something I wanted to say before, and I said it in a comment on the reel we posted on Insta. But the comment is, if you're considered one of the world's best players, I feel like underneath that umbrella, world's best player, you should be able to adapt to any situation, any formation, and be able to play with any players that are on your team. Especially if they have world-class talent as well. In some ways, that should make the game easier because they should be able to see the game on your level. So when I got to play for my national team, I loved it because I could just focus on being the best version of myself that I needed to be because everybody else was so good at their job.
Yeah.
I didn't need to have to worry about all the little things that you have to maybe at the club level where you have to cover up for some deficiencies for the team, whether it's individually or collectively. But then when you get to those higher levels and you're playing with guys that are just so good, the game should be that much easier, and it feels like it's not for Madrid. And I think that's the most frustrating for me, is that there's not this fluidity to how they're playing. And
so what would you do if you're the coach?
I wouldn't have I honestly, and I don't know if Ancelotti wanted him, but I would have maybe not have agreed to bring on Mbappe. But how do you say no to Kylian Mbappe? I wonder if he did. I wonder if he was like,
you think
it's not going to fit? I mean, you have to build around that guy, and they already had been building around Vinicius, and Rodrigo was his capable, the Robin to his Batman.
Yeah.
And then you had Jude Bellingham who would step up and be Mr. Clutch, and now you just completely break all that apart when you add this guy in who is clearly talented but brings his own arrogance.
You wouldn't.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, this is like really drastic, but like, there's no world where you're like, I want to switch out like a Jude and a Kylian. Do you see that? Or like, how do you not trust a guy that's already been banging in goals that, like you said, has been clutch? And you're like, because he's Kylian, I have to put him in. There's got to be someone from the top saying you've got to play him.
Oh, of course, you have to play him. He's probably selling more jerseys for you than ever before. But but they've tried it, right? Have they had Vinicius on the left? Maybe Peter in the chat. If he's still listening.
So. Any
Madrid fans in the chat, let us know. But Vinicius on the left, Jude central, and then Kylian on the right. And then Rodrigo's the odd man. Rodrigo's he's already pissed. You can see Rodrigo's
He's
pissed.
being fucked over. The dude is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like everything. I'm so glad Terry brought it up.
Put Kylian into the 6. Make him put in a shift.
Put him to
You're
work,
right.
goddammit.
I love that.
No, for real.
Omar's got a great chat. Anyone remember Jimmy versus KSI crossbar challenge? I remember it. I actually told my youngest daughter, just kind of been learning about KSI recently because of his song.
You're right.
And I'm like, wait, I haven't listened to it. Is it any good? And she looks at me with big eyes, shakes her head, and no, it's not very good. But yeah, I did a crossbar challenge with KSI. I was on fire that day, for the record, Omar.
And?
Oh, I only took. No, what? He was wearing high tops and jeans. Or no, he had sweats on. Dude, the guy's a master entertainer, and even at that, he only had maybe a couple 100,000 subscribers at that point, so nowhere near as popular as he is. You can go type it up. You can go find crossbar challenge on KSI's channel.
New clip.
We should,
idea.
Dude. He wanted to do crossbar challenge from like 35, 40 yards out, and I was like, "You gonna do that in high tops?"
Yeah, fuck no.
What?
No.
He didn't. I don't even think any of us. They didn't even get anywhere near the goal. And my first one, I hit like one of the posts, so that didn't count. Right, you had the crossbar. My second one either went right over the crossbar or hit the other post. And my third one did the opposite. So I hit both posts, and I put one that was just missed. And then on my fourth try, not only do I hit the crossbar clean, I hit it so clean it rolls back to us.
What the fuck?
It was unreal. Dude, I was on fire that day. On fire.
That's sick. We gotta get that.
Yeah. You gotta find that. It's so good.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, even if you listen, Omar says he did have high tops on. Listen, even if you were doing a crossbar challenge from the top of the box, wearing high tops is not going to get you to where you want to go. It's just not going to help you get a crossbar challenge.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sick. We got to look at this. You were doing crossbar, like Marco said, you were doing crossbar challenge with the KSI before a lot of us were born.
Yeah, that was. I don't know how old everybody is in the chat, but
how long
that was
ago was
probably 2012.
Brother.
Yeah.
That's when I was watching. That's legitimately when I watched him. I think I was a freshman in high school.
Did I tell you the story where somebody came up to me and said they used to watch me when they're in middle school, like every day?
Oh,
they'd
yeah.
come up.
Oh, I believe
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm married with kids now. Do you know how
That'd be
crazy
it,
that
dude.
is?
Log off, Jimmy. God damn, brother.
You know what? What am I still doing? I feel like
know.
some days I'm like, I think I should have graduated from this stuff.
No, we keep going. We keep going.
going.
You go to your fucking in a casket, Jimmy. I don't give a fuck. I want to coach Jimmy when you're like in your 70s.
When I'm in my casket, I'm going to put a sticker. I'm going to tell somebody to put a sticker on it that says, please like and subscribe. That would be sick.
Fuck yeah. That's actually a good idea. Your tombstone is just a link.
It's a QR code.
Yes.
That just goes to likes and subscribes my YouTube channel, even when I'm dead.
Fuck yeah.
Amazing. I want that.
You could be married with kids at 18. That's true. That's true. If you're doing the math, I mean, you should have asked more questions. You should have really investigated how old this guy was.
Yeah, well, I did the quick math. He was probably 13 or 14 watching Kick TV every day. So that put him at like 25, 26. I mean, that's...
Wow.
Yeah.
You lived a life already. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's awesome. I know when I see people that get the most excited to see me are usually the young Kick TV rats from way back that were watching us every day. So their energy is amazing when they come up and say hi. It's amazing. Of course, the casket probably should say roll the clip. That would be better. And then it's a QR code to my header against Mexico.
Oh, no. Fuck,
yeah,
dude.
that would be sick.
I'll perfectly scratch that out for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love that.
They miss those live streams, man. We need to build a new empire, damn it.
All right, let's transition because this whole show has been off the rails.
So off, but it's fine.
That's fun. Okay, let's talk a little MLS Cup playoffs. MLS Cup playoffs.
Let's fucking go.
So tonight we got LAFC versus Vancouver Whitecaps. Vanni Sartini, the manager, doesn't believe in God but believes in the Vancouver Whitecaps getting the result away from home. And can they do it? They slapped LAFC in the second leg.
Hard.
3-0.
I think what's his name is like top scorer in the playoffs right now.
Do you Ryan Gauld? Do you think they have? Do you believe in momentum?
Oh yeah.
In sports? Okay.
Oh yeah.
So right now, I would say the momentum meter is heavily in favor of Vancouver right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can score first in this game, I think the buttholes of LAFC get real tight.
Yep, this is the LFC buttholes. I mean,
real tight.
You know who's been a disappointment?
Who?
𝗟𝗓𝗡. 𝗟𝗓𝗡. He has not done shit.
Well, it's okay. He didn't do shit in the World. Well, he did actually, but he didn't score in the World Cup in 2018. He's still a World Cup champion.
He also got subbed off like 6 minutes into the World Cup final. But the dude, that was crazy. By the way, holy fuck!
Wait,
first
the
half, like
2022 World Cup final?
Yes, yeah, he came off super early. Yeah.
Listen, to that game.
Yep.
To be a manager and to have the courage, to have the John Stones, to be able to sub somebody out in the multiple people in the first half. It was more than one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? Who came out?
It was him and.
No, I thought there was more than one.
Yeah. There was two at the same time. Who else?
Crazy, dude. Hold on, I'm scrolling it right now.
It's another big name too that came off, and we were like, "What the fuck are they doing?" But like 70 minutes of that game was like pure domination.
Yeah.
I literally, when the second went in, I was like, "Holy fuck, we might win like 3-0."
Yeah, 𝗟𝗩𝗦𝗧𝗛 came in for Dembele in the 40th minute.
Who missed the penalty, by the way.
And Thuram came in for Giroud in the 40th minute.
Okay. Got it. Dembele and Giroud were fucking subbed off 20 minutes in. It's like, what? Wow.
That is bold.
But they started so bad. They started like it was going to be a pure slapping in the first half. I think the sub held them off so hard. So
yeah.
Good for them.
Nah, I thought, wow, what a game that was. Unbelievable game.
So who we going, huh?
I mean, listen, I'm LAFC.
No!
LAFC.
coward.
I'll say this. With regard to LAFC, I was there at the Open Cup final when they won it.
Yeah.
They have a good core of players that know what it takes to win must-win games, and I don't think Vancouver has the same type of experience. LAFC are just a better team, and I think those two things will be on display. Be on display. So I got Vancouver. I got LAFC winning. You got Vancouver then.
I'm going Vancouver. I think you're only purely on that momentum. I think you're right. Plus, remember in chat, these games will go straight to penalties. They have been. If it's a draw.
That's wild. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go Saturday. FC Cincinnati versus NYCFC. I thought NYCFC was very good in Leg 2. Their midfield was toka, dude.
Yeah.
FC Cincinnati didn't have a lot of answers. However, that game ended 3-1. Cincinnati won the first one 1-0 at home. However, at the end of Leg 2, it was 2-1 at that time. They scored a late third one.
Yeah.
With minutes remaining. Cincinnati had a ton of chances and just either got saved by Matt Freese or they're a block or they just missed or whatever it is. They had their chances and they didn't take them. So ultimately, based on the balance of chances, I feel like maybe FC Cincinnati deserved a draw in Leg 2, but New York were better. And if that midfield can get going, then watch out.
Yeah.
I'm going the home team. I'm going FC Cincinnati. How about you?
I agree. I think New York, like, for sure, it felt like they got lucky to get out of that. I thought it was going to be a draw at the end, and then we're going straight to penalties, and who knows how it could have ended. But, yeah, I think Cincinnati's just too strong. Yeah. Lucho, legend.
Yeah.
Now, here comes this is where the upset's coming, Jimmy. I'm telling you right now. Inter Miami in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, they fall to Atlanta. They fall.
Do you listen? That's the worst thing that could possibly happen for MLS.
The worst thing.
The worst.
But also, just like the crew dissolving into the space, this is a new game, baby. The new game. You want to go straight to penalties? Fine, Messi and crew. You guys are going to score a goal early, like 20 seconds in, like they always do. Then they're gassed for fucking 88 minutes. All right? And Atlanta is going to get one in to send this to penalties. And God above, Gooseman himself.
I thought you were an Inter Miami supporter.
No. Jimmy, let me talk to you real quick, Jimmy. It is blasphemy to support someone else in a league where you already have a club. You do not do that. And this, even though I will do.
Don't you have a second club, though? You know, some people support like Bournemouth and then Arsenal or Bournemouth and Manchester United.
Oh, you're saying one big club, one small club, right? Inter Miami being a small club. But no. Now, of course, look, obviously here's Argentina cap is on. I want Messi to have a good time and whatever. Brother has won everything. I don't give a fuck anymore. Good. I hope he's just happy. His Instagram, he's just smiling, watching his kids play. He's done. I want to see that fucking Miami team go home so bad, and they will.
But okay, from a sporting perspective, not sporting Kansas City, but just sporting merit. Yeah, may the best team win. From a marketing standpoint, it's like the worst thing that could possibly happen for
I agree.
MLS.
It would be. Imagine this night. Imagine Friday, LAFC kicked out. Boom. And then Saturday, Inter Miami kicked out. You have no crew, or LAFC. I know LA Galaxy's still in, so you still have a big market.
So are you saying, if I'm picking up what you're putting down, are you saying that you want these playoffs to be an absolute circus so that MLS removes the playoffs moving forward? So we just have a single table.
How do you know everything about
I'm figuring it out, everybody. I think there's going to be every call that could go Inter Miami's way is going to go Inter Miami's way, and that's going to be enough to get them through. That's it. Okay, last game, Orlando City, Charlotte. Orlando City won the first leg 2-0, went to Charlotte, got a 0-0 draw, and lost in pens. They haven't given up a goal yet in this series. I like Charlotte. Charlotte's good. They're solid. They're going to be tough to break down, and I think this could go to pens.
Yep.
Which would be unfortunate because I think Orlando's done a little bit more to warrant going through, but those are the breaks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lean to the home team again, but I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte does it.
No, I'm going. I don't know why. I just don't feel like Charlotte is good enough. Sadly, yeah, okay. I think Orlando gets it.
All right.
For sure.
So Kevincho does not like Charlotte. We got that.
I like Charlotte.
No,
I have
you
no
didn't.
problem
You
with
just
Charlotte.
said you didn't like Charlotte. Okay, here we go.
All
Okay,
right,
let's get
whatever.
into some coaching news. Crazy coaching news in MLS right now. Jim Curtin, longtime manager of the Philadelphia Union, so close to winning a few trophies, never could get there, but has done so much with so little for so long.
So long.
Has been fired, sacked.
You brought it. You smelled blood in the water on Tuesday because you brought it up that he was. Some fans were feeling not so good about him, and then you're like, he's lost several, finals in a row.
I've
But
heard.
you like
I've
him? He's
just
a good
heard.
coach.
I heard some things behind the scenes
Yeah.
that there was not as much harmony as there once was, and there's
Right.
been, whether it's Jim getting frustrated with the lack of funds or whatever it may be to help continue to build the team. Here we are.
Yeah.
But the guy's done incredible work, and obviously
Oh yeah.
is
He's one of the good- he's a good
yeah,
one.
he's a good one. JC, he's another JC. I got plenty of time for JCs
True.
out there.
Stupid.
I know a lot of my Philly friends are very upset
They're
about this.
angry.
Because who are you gonna bring in at this point? And then
don't-
are you you know what's gonna piss me off? I hate when they do this.
Go.
They bring in somebody else and then give that person the funds that the previous
Yeah.
coach needed. I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that.
This guy he's proven to you he could do with almost nothing. Come on.
Yeah. Maybe it was a good time for Jim to leave as well. Maybe that relationship had run its course. That's
Well,
a
then-
fair conversation to have. Urias is having it
Oh,
in the
yeah.
chat.
Well, then where do you think he will go then, Jimmy? I think that's a good transition.
Well, okay.
Where would you go?
Well, hold on before we get there, because there's a quote.
Sure. Oh, yeah,
here
okay,
from,
my bad.
from our favorite Tom Bogert, who might have a
Woohoo!
better mustache than you, by the way.
No, second to me, but sure, go ahead.
Okay. Owner Jay Sugarman, Philadelphia Union, says, "This has been a difficult decision due in part to the immense gratitude and respect we have for Jim Curtin. We have no doubts he'll find great success in his future coaching endeavors." If you have no doubts that he'll find great success in his future coaching endeavors, then keep him in the job and give him the funds. God.
Jay
Sugarman.
Sugarman. Yeah, I agree. Weird. Very weird.
All right, so here's
And if he goes
JC's
to a rival
options.
team, I'm gonna... Oh, here we go.
FC Dallas, possibility.
No.
Atlanta United. If
That's where I would go.
Rob Valentino and Atlanta United get past Inter Miami, I don't know how you don't give the job to Rob Valentino at this point. And I heard the players love Rob Valentino.
He does have a good vibe. I just saw that post game interview, and he was just kind of like, I don't know. He seemed cool. Seemed like one of the bros, which could be good and could be bad.
Well, right now he's got the interim tag, so he's probably everybody's best friend at the moment. That changes when
Sure.
you become the official guy, and then all of a sudden, decisions can become a little bit harder on people's contracts and livelihoods and who play. Okay, so there's a lot. Right now, though, he's cooking with gas, so we'll see if he can get the job done against Inter Miami in like 3.
He will.
All right, so Jim's options here: FC Dallas, okay, Atlanta United, and then St. Louis City. I heard that St. Louis City want to hire a European.
They like Germans over there in St. Louis.
They want to hire a non-American. Right now, John Hackworth, who I love Hack. Hack's, one of the best humans I've met in the sport in this country. John Hackworth. He has had the reins at the end when Bradley Carnell got let go, and I know that he's obviously Hackworth is trying to get the job, but from what I understand, they want to hire a European. That seems kind of Euro snob to me.
It's their Bundesliga 2 model, That's their thing. So where would you go if you were him? You had these 3 choices. I feel like it's an easy answer. And let's say all three teams have interim coaches. Let's say Atlanta get bounced out, whatever.
I think that Atlanta United would be the
number
team
1.
that would give him the most funds to be successful.
Yes.
That's my perception. You might be different because St. Louis City might fall into that too. FC Dallas seems last on the list with regard to that.
Yeah. I mean, big market city. I just think Atlanta would be like a perfect spot for him if he continues.
You didn't add NYCFC, so there's talk now that Nick Cushing, the coach of NYCFC, might get the Arsenal women job.
Oh.
So NYCFC could be an option for him too, which would be.
That would be interesting. Philly,
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I just wonder if if he wants a job right away or if he just wants to chill for a year and maybe see.
Yeah.
Dude, that.
Live?
I think we're live, but I'm hearing double of you. I don't know.
Let me see. Let me pull this up. Chat, tell us if you hear us double.
I'm hearing you double, which is fun.
Hold on. I think it crashed.
Did our stream crash?
I think so. Oh, no, I hear it. I think we're good.
Cool.
We're good.
We're live. Hi.
Hello?
How's everybody doing?
I don't know. You got a little goofy
It
there for
did.
a second.
Well, I can still hear you double, so I'll get used to that. But Bruce Arena got hired to my old club, the San Jose Earthquakes. This is bold. This is a bold move.
I want to hear your thoughts.
This is incredible for the Quakes. You have somebody that's a proven winner who knows how to build teams from within, turned a New England Revolution team into a Supporters Shield winner in a very short period of time. And then after he left, that whole thing collapsed because he's not there anymore. So I think great hire. Now, you still, very similar to Jim Curtin or any coach, you got to give them the tools to have success. So if I'm Bruce and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this job, I'd be like, well, I need X, I need Y, I need Z, I need double X actually, and triple Y, and like quadruple Z. You got to give him the tools to have success.
Okay.
That's it.
I think he's this guy doesn't go away. He's just this guy's been I don't know. He's just like an icon for two different clubs at this point. The dude, and he figures it out. So I'm glad. And San Jose have been bad for fucking forever. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, he's got nowhere else to go but up.
Yeah.
And for year one, it's just about making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious as to who he brings on his staff. He had Dave Vandenberg and 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗏 with him at New England Revolution. Two really smart, bright guys, played in the league, super talented guys. Will they come all the way across the country to join him? I don't know. They might actually have other opportunities to do other gigs. So kind of curious to see who he gets on his staff. Maybe I should be on his staff. What do you say, Kevincho?
And listen, let's just pull a Ted Lasso, baby. Let's pull a Ted Lasso. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Let's throw you in there.
Why not?
I'll be the boot guy. I'll clean their boots.
I would be Coach Beard, right? I'd be the assistant.
Yeah, you would be.
Yeah.
You would be. Literally. Wow. Do you have a relationship with him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I do.
Homies? Best friends? Besties?
This happened a couple weeks ago, but Nico Estevez got hired at Austin FC. I just very quickly not inspired by this hiring.
Yeah, so dumb.
No,
so dumb.
Not
for me.
inspired. Not inspired. But
Very
let's keep it in Tejas. Let's keep it in Tejas.
Yeah.
This is an old story. So we got plenty of time as the season approaches about this guy. He was bang average at FC Dallas. I don't know why you think he's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
And I think even Austin fans were kind of like, I don't get it, and now they're kind of on board. I don't know. It's super goofy.
Well, you got to be on board at some point. You got to give the guy a chance, you know.
And they hated the other guy, so they hated Wolf. So whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
That's a shame.
You do you, Austin.
All right, let's go to another Texas city because Houston Dynamo GM, this again from Tom Bogert. Pat Onstad, who I played against many a times.
Really?
Houston Dynamo, they declined 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗏, Hector Herrera's contract option, and they asked him if his red card for spitting in the playoffs, they got him red card, impacted the decision. And Pat said no. It'd be tough to say it didn't factor in. A lot of things factor into it. Says it was more about a lack of availability because he was hurt. I guess because he was hurt a lot.
He was, yeah. He had long periods of time where he was hurt, and then when he was in, he was fucking killing it.
Well, when they won the Open Cup,
yeah.
You know what's crazy about sports is how much the perception of you as a player can change in less than a year.
Literally.
Like 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗏 was the guy. He was like
the face of the club.
He was like the perfect DP.
Yeah.
He cared. He was working his ass off. He was a good leader. He helped them win the Open Cup.
Yeah.
They were having a good run in the playoffs. Like everything was, and then a year later, that dude, now he's spitting at refs, and they don't want to pick up his option. And maybe his option is astronomical, and it doesn't make any sense, and they can renegotiate with him, similar to what Carlos Vela did with LAFC. But
right.
This is crazy to me.
What? I mean, what's his deal? The spitting at the ref is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little wild.
Yeah.
We're spitting in 2024. I mean, come on, guys. Let's
Well,
just not-
especially
let's not-
because you know that they can capture it on everything's captured on camera now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can't they? Don't they actually go back in games and call things as well? Like you can
They
get
could
fined and shit?
retroactively. Yeah.
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 What an idiot.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna get red carded
But-
a lot, I think.
Would you? Yeah. Oh yeah.
My coach.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you think? You think he goes to Mexico? You think he stays in MLS?
No, I bet you he goes to Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't know what club he started with, but could be a good time to go back to that
Yeah.
origin story. Well,
Yeah.
here's something else for all you Sporting Kansas City fans out there that Kevincho
Let's
wanted
go.
you. I didn't put this graphic together. I'm trying to stay clear of this.
Not me.
I'm just kidding. But Daniel Sperry said this. 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗦𝗓 made 82 appearances in his last 2.5 seasons with Houston. 𝗟𝗛𝗩𝗘𝗘, star striker for Sporting Kansas City, made 80 appearances over 4 years and was handed a 3-year extension.
And by the way, not just a normal 3-year extension, record-breaking deal for the club, $3 million a year to do nothing.
Okay, 𝗟𝗛𝗩𝗘𝗧 is, how old is he? 33? He's 33?
32. Yes.
You're giving this guy $3 million a year till he's 36?
The guy. Okay, let me just say this. I don't care. I don't care anymore like I ever cared.
You
Listen
care,
to me right
dude.
now.
What are you
Jimmy.
talking about?
And I'm standing. Things are getting serious. I'm about to stand. What really freaking pisses me off about the 𝗟𝗛𝗘𝗧 situation is this. Obviously, they had an opportunity to not sign him anymore. We were like, hey, this guy
He could have
has
got
been
out of his
proven-
contract and used that money for somebody that's more productive.
Yes, we literally, all jokes aside, that could have been several players if we're being real, okay? But not only has he just not scored goals for us, he missed several seasons. We give him a contract extension that makes no fucking sense. On top of that, you're an ex-player, so I'm probably talking on my ass here, but for fucking someone to be a star and kind of the face of the team, even though we're kind of faceless, you cannot be going on social media and like lives and Instagram lives and talking about wanting to go back to Chivas these last 3 seasons openly saying, you know, he has a huge Chivas fan base, right? So they're like, come back to Chivas, come back to Chivas. Multiple times I would just hop in and he would go, yeah, I wish if they call me, I'm there. Brother, you just signed a contract. You just did. You can't even act like you like it here. It's crazy. And you've been asked. It's not like you've been popping off. I don't think Chivas wants you, brother. They don't want you, dude. Holy shit. Okay, let me be real. Would I take 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗧𝗧 over Pulido? Maybe. 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗧𝗧 has done something. Okay, he's actually won a cup for his team. And sure, he spits. Oh, we all spit sometimes. Sometimes we drool. It's not a big deal. I would take him. Yeah. That's my take. Thank you. They don't play the same position. I don't care. 7
goals and 4 assists in 31 games for SKC in 2024 for 𝗟𝗛𝗘𝗧𝗧. Is that this isn't just for you, Kev. It's for everybody listening, watching in the chat. Is that good enough production for someone you pay $3 million a year? 7 goals and 4 assists.
I would take that from a newcomer, someone that's coming in and they're young,
or maybe a midfielder.
Or midfielder, yeah.
But not your star number 9.
Not your star number 9.
He's got to give you. If you're paying $3 million a year, you got to think 15 to 20 goals a year.
Also, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm just from 40 years ago. If you're our star player and you are a finisher and you do not take our penalties because you're so poor at penalties, and then our captain didn't even know how to distribute who's taking the penalties, which is a thing. A captain should be like, hey, motherfucker, you take a penalty, or you take a. That's what you got to do. You don't stand there and let them kind of guess. We had multiple clips of Sporting Kansas City of players literally wanting the ball or literally giving each other the ball. Who doesn't want to take a fucking penalty, you big babies? Take a penalty. That's it. The next whatever pickup game
slide.
we do,
What?
we're playing penalties. Thank you.
Okay, next slide. We're gonna finish on NWSL playoffs.
Go.
Kicking off this week. Let's be positive. You got the KC Current.
The best team in the world.
KC
best women's
Current
team in the world, baby.
taking on the North Carolina Courage. You got
Courage
Orlando
tomorrow.
Pride taking on Chicago Red. Stars. They're changing the name to Chicago Stars next year.
Careful.
Lame. Then you have Washington Spirit taking on Bay FC, the new expansion team coached by my pal 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗬𝗠, owned by some of my pals, Brandy Chastain, Leslie Osborne. And, yeah, I'm excited. I hope that Bay FC can make something happen. Washington Spirit, though, is stacked.
Stacked.
I'll just give you 2 words. Trinity Rodman. Yeah, that's it. She's going to put the team on the back. Yeah, she's so good. And then you got Gotham FC versus the Portland Thorns. That's a good matchup.
Yep.
Gotham,
so
though.
The only thing that's disappointing about this playoffs is that Orlando and the Current, if they both win, they would face each other in the semis instead of the final.
Right.
But look, Gotham versus Portland immediately, one of those teams getting kicked out is juicy. And then same with Washington and Bay. This is going to be sick. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for these games. Kicking off tomorrow. I think there's a game every day. So you got Orlando and Chicago on the 8th.
Today.
That's today. And then you have Kansas City and North Carolina. They're the 4th and 5th seed, respectively.
Yeah.
That will be on CBS, Paramount Plus. That'll be on Saturday night in Kansas City.
Saturday morning.
Oh, Saturday morning. Yeah, geez.
Yeah.
12 p.m. Eastern.
You
wow.
You gotta wake up early, brother.
That's tough as a player, by the way.
Yeah.
When you're used to playing night games, and then all of a sudden for the playoffs you got to kick off at noon.
At 10 a.m., 11.
Yeah. I guess local time it'll be 11 a.m.
Yeah.
That's basically like you going to practice. You're just like
it's sunny as shit. What are we doing, man?
Well,
it's
if
a
it helps get them on TV, then I understand.
Sure, yeah.
Because it's on main CBS, which is cool, and Paramount Plus. And then on Sunday, there's 2 games. You have Washington versus Bay FC. That's going to be a hell of a game. And then you have, and that'll be on ABC, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And then you have Gotham versus Portland, also on ABC, following it up. Back-to-back NWSL on main networks. That's awesome.
Big.
I'm excited. Good for women's soccer, dude.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited, too. Orlando Pride have been so good, but they've kind of stumbled into the playoffs.
Stumbled. But they're so stacked, too. Just like Washington is stacked. They're stacked. I think they got it. I mean, outside, pretending that I don't.
I think Orlando beats Chicago for sure.
Yeah.
Then you got, I think Kansas City beats North Carolina.
And then that game is going to be.
Bay FC's a tricky one. My heart's with Bay FC, of course. But I just think the quality of Washington Spirit, especially playing at home, they're going to get some good support. I like the Spirit to go through. And then the Portland Thorns, though good and have always competitive. I know Christine Sinclair could be her last game ever as a professional before she retires. I just think Gotham, defending champs, they got too much.
I agree.
Yeah, I like Gotham to win that one for sure.
Yep.
Maybe just keep it there. Those are my picks.
Yeah. Okay.
So I picked all the home teams. I'm such a homer.
I
did it for MLS as well.
So safe. It's like you're betting. It's so annoying. You're boring, dude.
I am boring, dude. When you're betting, you have to play it safe.
Yeah. Well, it's no fun, but sure. Yeah, I get it.
Well, if you got a little room to play, let's say you won some money, then you can play with some house money. Then I think that's where you take the swing. But you gotta establish a little bit of a room to make that happen, so you can go a little bit bigger on some other things. Also, I'm just trying to be real. There is something about Bay FC though that they could maybe catch them.
Is this their first playoffs?
This is their first year in existence.
Well, yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember if they were here last year. If this is the first year, that's nuts. That's
when they got Abby Dahlkemper, I feel like they really solidified things in the back. A lot of experience from her, and she actually played for the club, the youth club that 𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗬𝗠 MVLA used to run before he took this job. So he's connected to a lot of the top players. Yeah. So they have there's like a nice synergy there in terms of like knowing how to play, what's expected, that type of stuff. So I think Dahlkemper's been a nice add and has helped the team a lot. But we'll see. Should be fun. All right. It's gonna be a great weekend. I mean, my mom's coming into town. She's flying in from Austin, Texas. My
Mrs. Conrad, let's go.
My daughter is in the local play, so I get to see her perform.
Damn.
So and then my youth team's got a game this weekend. It's all popping off.
I'm gonna stream this current game. I'm back.
Oh, are you?
Hopefully I'm not a curse, but we gotta go.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, everybody, have a great weekend. We
Thanks,
appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do it again
Thanks,
next
Petter.
Friday. We'll have a watch party. Well, I guess we got
Yes, sir.
international break next week.
Is it next week or is it the week after? Oh,
Is it
you're
the
right.
week
It
after?
is next
Yeah,
week.
international break. Anyway, just keep your notifications on. That's just easier.
Yeah,
But we
pay
appreciate
attention.
you guys
here's
as
the-
always. And much to the chagrin of Kevincho, I am going to roll some clips because that's what I do. We're going to start with some waffles. You guys enjoy your
go ahead and
waffles.
log off.
Enjoy your weekends. Peace out. And later, Kevincho.
Ciao, bye.
Ciao. Bye. Good luck, Kansas City Current. Peace.
Let me know if I can get you guys anything else.
What's wrong?
I ordered waffles, not pancakes.
What's the big deal? It's made out of the same stuff.
I wanted waffles.
Now it's a waffle.
Ahora, ahí van más para el ataque. Viene 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏, le va a pegar. Se la perdió. Era un tiro. Creo que el arquero lo roza y lo hace centro. Cuando cierra Cris Armas, Cris se va a dar, después de pegarle a la pelota, se va a dar contra el palo. Háblame, Fernando Schwartz.
Qué desconcentración de Panamá. Esperan la jugada en corto Donovan Beasley. Donovan muy vivo, la toca atrás para que venga el centro de 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏 y viene cerrando con todo Conrad, pero se enreda con el balón. Efectivamente, el arquero Penedo rozó ese balón y es el osotototote de esta Copa Oro.
Well placed ball, 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏 to equalize, taken down by Conrad inside the area. 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏 points to the spot. But it all comes from that.
Don't send him off. Why send him off? I know the letters are, but Conrad has got caught the wrong side. For my sake, it's give him a yellow card. It's not a punishment. Excellent ball again. Look at his touch as well, 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏. Just lays it in front of him, lets the ball run. It's going to go. Jimmy got caught wrong side. It is a penalty. There's no doubt about that. I'm saying the movement.
Right.
Jimmy Conrad gets caught ball watching, but, it changes the face of the game now. They're down to 10 men. I know rules are rules, but...
Is there a touch, right? No touch at all.
Not for me. Not for me. It's a clear penalty, Mark. There's no doubt about that.
Suggesting able to keep the ball in play.